Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rob from Heroes Avenue. Happy Friday. I hope you guys are all ready for the weekend. It's been a crazy couple days, ever since the news dropped that Robert Pattinson was going to be taking the mantle of the Dark Knight. The comment sections have been crazy everywhere I've been. And, again, this is not official news yet, but if you look at some of the sources, THR or Variety seems to be saying this is pretty certain. Other places are saying that there are still discussions, and while he is the front runner, other people are still being considered. So take all of that with a grain of salt so far, but I'm going to go ahead with the assumption that Robert Pattinson is indeed going to be our Batman. And some of you guys have some interesting theories in the comment section, so just want to let you know, Darren hasn't got to put his 2 cents in on this matter, the Robert Pattinson potential casting of Batman, but he did the reading in the comment section, so that'll be posting Sunday. Darren is reading some of your guys' comments, responding to them, and I know Darren is on the side of not wanting Robert Pattinson as Batman, and I am on the side of let's embrace him, let's see what he has. So we got 2 opposing ideas. Maybe Darren's a little bit more open to it. I didn't see the video yet, so I'll see it on Sunday when we check out the comments. But before we get into some of the news topics today, which all revolve around the Batman and Robert Pattinson and the potential villains for the Batman movie, I just want to give a quick announcement. Darren and I have our first event that we are going to be covering for this channel, which is pretty cool. I'm super excited for it. We're going to be covering Fanime in San Jose, California. So that's going to be the first press event we got. So we got press badges and everything, so super cool. We even got some t-shirts made, so stay tuned for that video. So Darren and I will be rocking some Heroes Avenue t-shirts. I'm pretty excited to rock it. I'm going to pick mine up from his house tomorrow. So I'm really excited to do our first event, Fanime. Never thought I'd be over there at Fanime, but Darren had some connections made and we got press passes, so I'm super excited for that. Stay tuned for the video covering that next week. Okay, let's get on to talking about the Batman. So I already let you guys know in my previous video that I am supportive of this potential casting of Robert Pattinson. Not because I'm the hugest Robert Pattinson fan, but because if this is the direction that Matt Reeves wants to go in, he is the artist that we've entrusted ourselves, or at least the WB has entrusted to take on this role of directing probably one of the most important characters in their lineup, the most popular superhero in the world, the Batman, the most important property they have, So if they're entrusting Matt Reeves to do this, and Matt Reeves sees something in Robert Pattinson, I'm all for it. And some of you guys have definitely mentioned in the comments, I think Isaac, I forget your last name, Isaac, hopefully Darren reads your comment, but Good Times, I think Good Time is a movie that I need to check out. Lost City of Z is what people have told me to check out, so I'm definitely going to have to check it out now that it looks like we're getting closer to this Batman casting being true. So I am supportive of this casting. People have told me he has range, and I believe it. He, in interviews himself, talks about Twilight and how he wasn't really the biggest fan of the franchise and story, even though there are people that love it. Some of you guys in the comments do enjoy that movie, and that's cool. I'm not here to knock that. But with that being said, there's still crazy backlash. There's already petitions that have started to say, hey, change this Batman now. A bunch of entitled fans seem like babies to me, guys. It's cool to voice your opinion, say you don't disagree, but start doing these type of petitions that that are not going to work. If they casted the guy, think about it. Someone on our Instagram channel, someone who's following us on Instagram, I forgot what your name is, but we do have an Instagram at Heroes Avenue. Someone commented on our one of our posts saying, "This is so stupid. Imagine being casted in the role of a lifetime. Imagine how excited Robert Pattinson is." And then the internet collectively, not even all of it collectively, says, "Nah, we don't want you." So just imagine how that would feel for the actor. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about it in multiple levels and stop being so selfish and think that you are you are the smartest person in the room and that you know everything. You know who should be cast, you know what the story should be, because part of the fun is seeing what this creatives bring to the table, right? So again, I'm still open for everyone having their own opinion and everything, but I'm just thinking the collective fan backlash, or again, everything causes outrage these days. So I'm not really surprised, especially with something as big as Batman. But I am. This is causing me to support him as Batman even more now. Even though Armie Hammer was my first pick, I had other picks in my top 5 Batman casting video. Check that out if you do want to see that. But we might have to do some more casting videos now, because it looks like there are going to be 2 guaranteed characters, and these are one of them is characters we've talked about before. It looks like the Hollywood Reporter put out an article, and it says on the first picture of it says Twilight of the Bat, and if you start to read that, it goes on to say that Warner Brothers is being incredibly careful with the casting of this Batman and how they're rolling out the announcement. And as you can see, it's not fully confirmed yet, but it looks like Matt Reeves still tweaking his script. But at least what we know, or at least what the people at the Hollywood Reporter know or have been hearing, is that the Penguin will indeed be involved, and that's something we've heard before. And just to go off that for a little bit, if you do follow Boss Logic, he was actually the first person, he's an artist on Instagram, he's the first person that I saw who posted about Robert Pattinson being Batman. He did that months ago. No one believed him. Everyone thought it was kind of crazy. I did a video on it, and he put out some artwork that looked pretty convincing, and which kind of made me be a little less skeptical than I already was. But he also posted today, I don't have it right in front of me right here, but he posted today that I'm hearing that with the announcement of Robert Pattinson, which he did call, he's hearing that Josh Gad is indeed going to be announced soon as the Penguin. And Josh Gad, has been in a ton of roles, a lot of family movies. But if you look at him as an actor, he's, if you've been following him on social media too, he's been meeting with Warner Brothers over the past few months. Unspecified projects, of course, but now he's hearing that Josh Gad may be indeed in line for the Penguin. And if you look at this THR article, it does say that the Penguin is going to be involved, and after the announcement of Robert Pattinson being casted as Batman, you see on Josh Gad's Instagram, he says, I could take him. So, of course, there's another actor who wants to be a part of this big movie. No big surprise there, but some of the clues seem to be pointing in that direction. The biggest one being Boss Logic for me, because he called out Robert Pattinson when everyone was just crapping on him for that. And who knows, we may be having Josh Gad as the Penguin. But there is another character. So if you read the next sentence below the bit about the Penguin, the Hollywood Reporter also says, to quote this from the article, it says, "We're hearing of another perfect character making an appearance in the script as well." And of course, the perfect character would be Catwoman. And I would love to see Catwoman in this. We might have to do a casting video, man. I have to really think about who I'd like to see as Catwoman. But I know what some fans want to see is as Catwoman. Some fans are out there on the internet, and there's a good chunk of them that want to see Kristen Stewart as Catwoman alongside Robert Pattinson's Batman. That's total fan casting. I thought I'd mention it on here because I know I've seen some people in the comments that do enjoy the Twilight movies. But yeah, looking at some of these posts, yeah, fans really do want to see it happen. Not saying I'm a big proponent of it, I just wanted to throw it out there because it is something that's being talked about right now in the fandom. And yeah, I'm going to do my own top 5 casting, or maybe Darren will. Maybe we'll talk about it and do a kind of combined version of our top 5 casting for Batman. But yeah, it's going to be hard to top some of the previous Catwomans, man. Like Michelle Pfeiffer, excellent Catwoman. Anne Hathaway. She turned out great. I was, when I found that out at first, I was kind of like, oh, really? Anne Hathaway? I didn't know. I never saw that coming, but she turned out to be a great Catwoman, at least in my opinion. And yeah, this is going to be really important. So if you guys have any ideas of who you'd like to see play Penguin or Catwoman, definitely throw them down in the comments below. We'll be covering the stories as they evolve. But yeah, Hollywood Reporter, man, these are some serious trades. Variety, Hollywood Reporter, all reporting this news. So it's definitely fun to talk about. I'm excited overall, I'm really excited that we're finally getting news about this movie, because it's been a long time coming. It feels like Matt Reeves has worked like a snail to get this thing going, and finally we're starting to get the news roll out. And you know, hopefully we'll get some more big news at Comic-Con. There's a lot of other things that we got to get out of DC, stuff with the Flash, Wonder Woman. So hopefully we get more news coming out of Comic-Con, or even sooner. I'm definitely excited for that. But another thing to talk about. We're still talking about Batman. Excuse me here, guys. It's been a long week. So we are talking about the Batman may feature 6 villains including 2 of the classic foes that we've talked about here. Now, I'm looking at an article on We Got This Covered. I've been quoting this website a lot lately. So they're saying, while multiple outlets are talking about the Penguin and Catwoman, it looks like fans are putting out their picks for the 2 classic characters. The outlet states that, according to some sources, that the film will feature 6 different villains. Actually, so let me rephrase everything right here. 6 total villains, 2 of them being the Catwoman, Penguin, and then 6 total villains in all. So this kind of fits with the narrative that we've reported on before. So we've heard that there's going to be a rogues gallery of villains, and now we're starting to hear that there's going to be 6 different villains in all. Crazy. I can't even imagine what they're going to do. Is Matt Reeves going to be setting these villains up for later down the line in his trilogy? Are they going to play a part in some form or fashion? And I hope that is the case. Are some of them going to be throwaway characters that die in this movie? I'd be okay with that. I'm just hoping that we don't get a situation in which we see these characters that we've been wanting to see on the big screen for such a long time. Think of Victor Zsasz in, I think it was Batman Begins. Victor Zsasz was briefly mentioned, but that's all you get. You get kind of a mention, and that's all. And I know Victor Zsasz is going to play a part in Birds of Prey, so I'm wondering if we're going to get some crossover there. I'm just hoping we don't get these villains that we've been waiting to see for a long time that kind of get overlooked and then forgotten about later on in the film or trilogy. So I'm hoping that they're going to Matt Reeves is establishing this world, and it's going to include a lot of villains. Batman, as you can see sometimes in the comics, Batman can't really take them all down at once. Maybe he's focused on one villain, which is the Penguin. So I don't know. I'm excited to see 6 villains. I've been excited for seeing a rogues gallery of villains for a while now. You know, other people have reported. If you follow Emergency Awesome, that guy puts out like videos like the second news drops. It's crazy. But if you follow people like him, he's talked about how he's heard that it's going to be a retelling of not Batman Year One, but Batman Mask of the Phantasm, an animated movie, definitely a beloved animated movie from A Story for the Dark Knight. But I'm hoping that's not the case. I don't know. Maybe I'm in the minority there. I want to see something like Long Halloween adapted. Again, that's me being a fan, saying what I want, but I'd be open to whatever Matt Reeves wants to do. So if you guys have a story you'd like to see played on screen, or maybe an original story, you got your own pitch that you want to do, let me know in the comments below. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think about 6 potential villains in this movie. That is absolutely insane. So guys, this Batman news, this Batman news is really exciting. It's really getting my juices flowing. I'm excited to see who we're actually going to get casted as the Batman. And we're going to definitely have to do a top 5 casting for Catwoman. I think that's what's coming next for us. But look out for the Reading the Comments video on Sunday. Darren will be reading the comments from my previous video and his previous videos, so he'll get to put in his 2 cents. I know, as I mentioned before, he has some different opinions than myself, which is okay. And stay tuned for the Fanime video next week, guys. We got some fun things coming. So thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified each time we post. And I appreciate you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.